Sophie Ellis-Bextor, it's been a while. We've not seen you for a few years here.
Tea in the Park?
Yeah.
16 years, yeah. I last played in 98 with my band, The Audience.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was it this time
Pretty much
around?
just in Scotland, I was going to say. I have been here the past year or so. But, yeah, really fun. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't really have a very clear memory of the first time around. When I was 19 and I think probably all the festivals coming in at one level. I did come back to Tea in the Park when The Feeling played, I think 2007 or 8. But since then, no.
And this time around, obviously, you commanded that stage. You had a costume change in the middle with just a gold lamy curtain for your modesty.
Yeah.
Was that worrying?
Right. I've got no shame. I really don't care anymore.
Really, it's never fallen down and left you exposed?
Well, I don't actually get completely naked, if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got my leotard on at all times, so it's kind of okay.
And what's been the worst wardrobe malfunction you've had whilst performing? Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Actually, nothing too severe. I've had my heels get stuck in a bit of stage, but it didn't stop me from leaping around. No, I'm trying to think. I didn't even have to think of it when I did a support tour once with Elton John, and he has a very raked stage, and I had to take my heels off because it was quite hard to stand upright and dance around.
That's weird because he wears heels, doesn't he?
Well, for this tour, he was just sat down at the piano mostly.
Oh, okay.
So I had to take my shoes off. But that was it.
And what about Strictly?
That was really fun, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel it's in the past now?
Yeah, I mean in a nice way though. I mean the thing about Strictly is it only happens once, and it's a bit like an amazing holiday you go on or something. So you have lots of lovely memories, but you know you can't. It never doesn't have to come around again. You know, it's like.
Do you keep in touch with the people from?
Very much so. Yeah, I keep in touch with all the girls and Brendan, and yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we became good friends. I mean, it's quite a bonding experience to do something completely terrifying together.
And do you continue to dance on just as a hobby?
I always wonder where people think I'm dancing when they ask me that question. No, I haven't.
I thought that was an original question.
I just don't know where I'd go to dance, really. I mean, I love dancing on stage, but actual ballroom dancing, no.
No, you're not there. You're not. Do you think in years to come you might take up the partner?
I don't know. The trouble is, I've sort of started not at the beginner's level, haven't I? Because I had very intensive training, so I think. I might get frustrated if I have to start from square one again. I might be like, where's my professionals give me one-on-one tuition for 10 hours a day?
Maybe there will be a special retirement home where they all converge and you can all dance together.
Oh God, that sounds horrible. Let's move on.
That was just a weird thought. But anyway, so back to Balado, and have you managed to catch up with some of the other bands?
Not yet. I mean, we sort of arrived, we had a bit of breakfast, and then I started getting ready because I was on at 2, so relatively early.
No lunch?
No, not yet, but I will do. And then, I think we're going to have a wander really and see where we find ourselves. I've got a couple of things I'd quite like to catch.
Yeah, who do you fancy seeing?
My brother is a drummer, and he's been drumming with John Newman at the moment. So I'm going to watch a bit of Jack playing his thing. And then my manager has an act called The Amazing Snakeheads who are on tonight, which I'll go and see at the introducing stage.
Brilliant. No Pharrell, Calvin or Paolo Nutini?
I think we'll miss them for these people. We're leaving just after supper time really, and I think we're going to miss the headline acts.
Is it quite a hectic life that you're leading at the moment?
Actually, it's been really nice. Lots of festivals and bits and bobs in the week, so it's actually quite a relatively civilised time really, because it's nice to have your weekends taken up with festivals because they're a fun thing to do, and the weeks I've been sort of focusing on other things. It's actually been alright, not too hectic.
And what was it like to look out onto the crowds at Balado?
Lovely. They were really up for it. I knew they would be. I had a good feeling about today, and we had a really lovely time, and I knew Tea would be fine. The Scottish crowds are always so great. They know what's expected of them as a crowd, so if you say put your hands up or clap along, let me hear you sing, they do it.
And you had no incidents on stage or before stage, or nothing to hamper your style?
Nearly. We had a bit of crucial equipment that got left behind on the tour bus and had to be raced to get, so we nearly had a bit of a horrible start.
What's crucial equipment? What is that?
It was our laptop for the keyboardist, which means that lots of sounds are on there, saved sounds. So it was fairly fundamental, but I got it.
You just got it, last at the 11th hour?
Oh yeah, we went on a bit late because of it actually, yeah. Ed Harcourt, who's been playing with me, he had to race back, and the dressing rooms and our stage, the Radio 1 stage, are not that close together, so it was a little bit of panic, but it's alright.
Okay, wow, God. These are the nightmares that you probably have. Do you sleep before a big festival?
Oh God, yeah, and it's fine. The nice thing about festivals, it's quite rough and ready, and I think people are quite forgiving really, and this isn't our first gig, so it's like, if things happen, they just happen, and you just get on with it, and that's sort of part of the thrill in a weird way.
And of course the family aren't with you today, just too long a day for them.
Yeah, and it sort of wouldn't be very fair on me as well, because obviously I'm on stage and their dad, Richard, my husband, is playing on it with me as well, so we'd always have to bring someone to look after them. They came to 2 festivals with us last weekend, so quite frankly I think letting them off one other mummy gig is probably a good thing.
Now what's the future holding for Sophie Ellis-Bextor?
More festivals, and then I've got a tour in September. The Scottish date is in Edinburgh at the Queen Elizabeth Hall, which
Very
is lovely.
nice.
And then I suppose I should start working on another album at some point.
God,
Probably in the
how many
autumn.
have you got under your belt now?
Well, this is my 5th album, Wanderlust, that I've been touring at the moment.
And do you think you've changed a lot as a performer?
Massively, yes, I would hope so. I think the more you do, the more you kind of grow and like gain confidence, and probably care less about things happening, to hamper you. And this album's quite different, but it's not dance, it's not disco, so that's been quite a nice change.
Would you like to stay in the business as long as somebody like Blondie?
I have no idea actually. Like, I'm honestly really terrible at planning, so I only know I want to do it for now.
Just follow your heart on it.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's what suits me. If I start talking about 5-year plans, I start getting a bit sweaty palms. It doesn't suit me.
And any acting or TV or reality shows coming up?
No. I mean, music is very much my first love, and I think it always will be, no matter what guise it takes in my life. So, no, Strictly is the only reality show I think I'll ever do.
And last but not least, Balado. This is the last year at
I
Balado.
know.
Are you sad?
Well, given the fact that it's moving for environmental reasons with an oil pipe running underneath the site, I think it would be wrong for me to feel too sentimental, because that does sound pretty severe. But I've heard as well where it's moving is somewhere that's very beautiful and in the Highlands, is that right? So it's going to look really lovely. So I think the nice thing about a festival like Tea is that when you look out from my stage, I have the best vantage point, because not only can I see this amazing crowd, but I can see the rolling hills, and I think that's what I want to preserve, really. So long as I still have the beautiful Scottish landscape, I'll be happy.
Brilliant. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, always a pleasure.
Oh,
Thank
nice
you.
to see you. Cheers, thanks.